Welcome back. In this video, we'll start modeling the elevator of the airplane. So I'm bringing back the drawings. Let's go to the top view so that we can see how the elevator looks like. So it's kind of round. So you have to think about the best way to do it. Let's go back to perspective. Okay. I'm just thinking about the best way to do it. So it's not really a hard shape to model, but it's good if you look at what you have to model and think the best way to do it, so that yeah, I'm using a cube so that you can do it easily and as fast as possible. So with this cube, let's go to the inputs of the cube and play with the height. So I'm selecting height and then using middle mouse button like we did before with the cylinder. Subdivisions, height, I'm gonna need only two, it's maybe three, yeah. Okay, 3 it's enough. And depth, let's just leave it with 6, yeah. Okay, that should be enough. So yeah, okay, let's drag it here and no, I don't need 3. Hang on. 2, it's probably enough. Yep. And okay, so let's play with the height. Trying to make it smaller so that it fits the hole that we did in the previous video. And now the width. So again, I'm selecting width, and then in this case I'm selecting depth now, and then I'm using middle mouse button to play with the numbers, with the values. Of course, you can always insert the values yourself. Okay, so let's place it here so that we can have a look at how it works on top of the drawing. And now actually I'm gonna need more divisions. Yeah, okay, let's bring the X-ray back, or ghost mode. Okay, let's go to vertex mode and start readjusting the vertices. I need X-ray again. So let's bring it this way, selecting these vertices, and now I can select these ones here, and I'm just readjusting the vertices the best way I can to the drawing. As you can see, make sure you're selecting all the vertices that you need. I'm holding shift to select these different groups of vertices. And okay, we're gonna need more subdivisions, but we can take care of that later. Actually, no, let's do it now. Okay, so I'm using the multicut tool, holding Control, and okay, so we have more subdivisions now. It's starting to look something. It's starting to look like the elevator of the airplane. Let's turn off X-ray so that we can see how it's going. Okay. Let's bring it up a bit. And I'm sorry, something got wrong here. Okay, yeah. So it has to be shorter in height. Let's go to X-ray again. And vertex again. And let's play with the vertices now. You can use the side view to do this as well, if you prefer. I'm just making a little test here to see if this will work. Not sure yet. Yeah, sometimes modeling is like that. You have to try, and then sometimes it doesn't work, so you really have to do it again. There's no other way. But that's how it is. Okay. Let's go down here. So I'm holding shift while I'm selecting these vertices. Make sure that you're not selecting something that you don't want to select. That will bring some trouble. Dragging to select all these here. Okay. Now the same with this. Actually, let's go. Yeah, let's go to the side view. It was getting a bit confusing. So, same here. Yeah, it's better to give a bit more space on top, probably. Dragging this up a bit on Epsilon. And these ones here. Yeah, up a bit as well. These ones up. And these ones. Same here. And here. And now these ones. And these. And these. Okay. So, wait. This was off place as well. So let's get back to perspective. Turn off X-ray. It's a bit too thick, but it's okay. We can take care of that. Can take care of that later. So now what I'm going to do is yeah, let's go to face mode, select these faces. So we'll do this. Oops, sorry. So I'm holding shift to select the faces I need. Okay, and now I'm gonna use the same tool we used before. Select grow a long loop. So you know what this means. It means that you're growing the selection along the loop. That was too much. So it didn't work as expected, so I have to select these faces by myself. It sometimes doesn't work as we expect. So make sure there's no other faces selected other than the ones you really need. Okay. And now, yeah, apparently everything is, I just selected the faces I wanted. So now let's go edit mesh, where is it, duplicate, and don't forget to click on the little toggle, otherwise you won't be able to move this object in the direction you want to. Okay, so now you have this object. Let's go to object mode and it's not surfaces, sorry, mesh display and reverse, because it happened the same thing that happened with the pin of the wing. The normals were inverted, so you have, when they're black, they're inverted. Inverted normals means that you can't print them, you can't add any texture or anything. So let's select these faces now. So it's important that you have your normals on the correct way. So I selected accidentally 2 faces more. That's what I was talking about before. You have to pay attention when you select the faces. I just deleted the faces I didn't want. And now we're going to modify center pivot on this object so that we can move it over close to the elevator. And we're going to do something we already did before, and that is connecting this object with the elevator. Okay, so let me bring back the drawings so that I can see what I'm doing. Actually, I'm not seeing anything. Let's go to ghost mode, X-ray. Okay, so select both of them. Let's bring them close to the fuselage. And let's go to front view. Okay. So I'm sorry. It works better on the perspective mode. So off with X-ray, off with the drawings, and let's see the best way to connect these 2 objects. Let's go to vertex mode and bring this a bit up. Some adjustments we have to do so that they connect in a smooth way. Okay, now this. Okay, and now this over here. So yeah, so this is not new. We did this before, and we're doing the same thing we did with the wing. And So sometimes I know it looks boring, but yeah, you have to do it. Otherwise it doesn't work. Okay, so here we go to edge mode now and bring this edge, alt the edge, delete it because we don't need it. And now pay attention that when you delete an edge, the vertices are still there. So you have to go back and delete the vertices. Okay, this one has to go as well. And let's go under, because there's, like you can see, there's vertices here where the edge was before. Okay, so got rid of them. And now let's bring this one closer. Okay, it looks good. There's some adjustments we have to do on this mesh, but let's work on the vertices first. Bring this closer. And also this one. I'm sure you're noticing how important it is to move around your objects, because sometimes everything looks really nice from one angle, and then when you rotate it, you can see that in fact things were not that nice. So that's why it's really important that when you're working with a 3D software that you constantly move around your camera around the object, because that's what's happening. It's like we have a virtual camera that is moving around the object. So it's really important that you keep moving it around in different angles so that you can see if everything is looking good. And yes, it's looking good now. It's looking good. Okay. So before we connect, I think we don't need these two faces, so we can get rid of them. And now, yes, we can connect these vertices. So make sure you're connecting them from the elevator to this other object that will be our pin. Let's go to mesh and combine them, otherwise I can't connect them. I was forgetting that, sorry for that. Okay, so now make sure you're connecting from the elevator to the pin. Okay, otherwise you're deforming the pin and then it won't stick properly on the hole that we created previously. So make sure you're connecting it on the right way. Have to move to a different angle. Okay, almost there. And let's go under. Okay, so I think we did it. They're all connected. This one, maybe it has to go, wait a minute. Let's go to faces here and sorry, let's go to edges and selecting these two edges. I'm gonna use the bridge. We used it before as well, so you select both edges and we're going to close this object. You can use the G key, remember that? That's what I'm doing. So I'm selecting both. Let's see if I can select more than one. Sometimes it doesn't work, but who knows? Okay, now I hit the G key and an error came up. Okay, so we have to do it one by one. So I'm selecting both edges that I want to connect and then hitting G key because I used bridge in the first place. So that's why when using G key, Maya repeats the last action you did. We have a little problem here. Yes, I know what it is. We're missing an edge loop here, so let's build it. So I'm using the multicut tool again, and I'm going to start building an edge. What's going on? Oh, okay, I know what's going on. So it's not coming from the right side. Let's undo, Control Z to undo. Let's try from this way. Oops. Okay, it's working now. Again, the same thing. I wonder what's going on. Maybe this is not closed. Oh, it's not closed. I can see there's a little space there. Okay, so yeah, we need another edge loop. Yes, we do. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Okay, so that means okay. Let's go to select mode and I'm gonna try to use bridge here. It won't work. I believe I really need another edge loop for this. Yeah, so let's just build it like so. And now like so. Wait. Back to selection, back to multicut tool. Okay, now multicut tool again, and okay, now it will work. Now with the weld tool, let's bring these vertices together. We don't need to combine because it's already combined. Both objects are combined. So it's just a matter of merging the vertices, which I just did. So now we can go back to the edge loop that we were doing. And yes, now it works. Okay, so now let's go back to vertices. Let's bring this one a bit back. And now we can bridge these two edges. So let's go to edge mode, select both of them. Now they're selected, and bridge. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's go to object mode and see how it fits. Yeah. It's looking good. It's looking good. Okay, so let's just bring these vertices a bit down and right on Z. Same with this, and up a bit. Okay. I should be following the drawing actually, but let's do it like this for now. So as you can see, I hit the 3 on my keyboard so that I went to smooth mode, and as you can see, there's parts of it that are too round when you hit 3. So we have to do what we did before, and that is build some hard edges. So let's bring it out from the fuselage again and build these edges. So I'm using the multicut tool this time. I could use bevel like we used before, but I sometimes feel more comfortable using the multicut tool, just because bevel sometimes adds some edges that are not really welcome. So, but it's either way you can do it. So if you prefer to use bevel, just go ahead and use it. No, so it's not working. Maybe now it's a good time to use bevel. Let me try selecting these edges. So I double clicked on the first one so that the whole edge loop is selected. Make sure that it happens, because sometimes you double click on it and it doesn't select the whole edge loop, just like it happened now. So I have to go back and select the edges that were not selected. Okay. So as you can see, I'm holding Shift and selecting the edges I need. Make sure you didn't select any other edge that you don't need. Let's go to Edit Mesh and Bevel. So here on, oops, sorry. Check something. Let's go to Object Mode. And yeah, it's a good time to save. So this will be airplane elevator, and save as.